Thank you for staying with us. We still have with us our panelists, of course, in the studio as well as on the Google Plus Hangout. So, before we went on that break, I mean, you were talking about the impact now monetarily or on the economy, monetarily, of course, we've seen that. But also, one thing that, you know, caught the attention of people was pictures of core members sleeping in buses, complaining of being robbed because of because of the postponement. I mean, so how do we take care of this moving forward?
The sad part about it is that there was a budget. There's a budget for them to house them for ad hoc staff. There's a budget to take care of them properly. But what is happening, or what you saw, is that somebody is out there eating money or taking money from what should be given to coppers. So it was a sorry sight to see those pictures. UCOP members lying in downfall buses, lying in living rooms. So some of them were even abandoned when the news came out that the election had been postponed. The people who brought them, they just left them to cater for themselves, to their fate, without transport allowance or anything for that matter. My advice is, if you are a UCOP member recruited for this assignment for the election, and you see that you are being treated badly, please walk away. You don't owe this country that much.
Let me get to Godi's reaction. Godi, what was your reaction when you saw those pictures flying here and there online of youth corps members who were stranded, at their locations?
Oh, I was appalled by that, because I thought that I was really asking if these are real, genuine pictures of recent, because we never know a lot of the things that are being shared on social media, if they are really real pictures, and it seems like they are real, because we should have gone past this by now. I was listening to that question being addressed by the ANEC chair, and during the press conference, and he said that this issue is something which needs to be looked into. Why would put Nigerians, these young coppers, into such horrible situation? And where exactly was this photo taken? Wonder what conditions? What happened? Were they traveling and then they got to stop somewhere on the road and they didn't continue the journey because the bus was not going further, so they had to sleep, whatever. But this has to really be looked into. INEC has received enough money for them to be able to take care of the ad hoc staff, and it would be sad and bad that somebody somewhere is suppressing that fund and letting these people to just suffer like that. Nigeria, we should grow above that, and people should be accepting responsibilities for failure, because the thing is this is the other issue where a lot of people try to put the blame wrongly at the wrong place. They should actually blame the right people who actually are responsible for some of these actions that they know that they can be called out when they misbehave, when they fail in their duty. So the person responsible for the taking care of the staffs, should really have to deal and answer to these questions, because there should be, concern. If I'm a parent and my child is there, I would really, you can even start a class action suit against INEC. Why are you actually putting these children into this?
Let me hold you there. Let me just hold you there. But I have to say thanks, Agodi Wogu. You joined us from Czech. Of course, in Prague, in the Czech Republic, as well as Abubakar Mwazu, who joined from Maiduguri. Well, as a result of internet connectivity, he wasn't able to really get his minds or his thoughts forward to us. But I would say thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, I mean, he was talking about the authenticity of, of those pictures. But let me just quickly read a tweet from one of a core member whom I would prefer not to, mention the person's handle. It said, serving as an ad hoc staff as a copper is not optional for some, as most people think. We were forced and threatened with extension. Why would I want to serve as an ad hoc staff when I have more power voting? I can be patriotic by voting too.
That's sad if they were forced.
Yeah, that's another thing. But I mean, I wish we could go on. I mean, I would have loved to give you that opportunity to say something, but we have to wrap up the conversation now. Thanks for coming on the program.
You're welcome.
And sharing your thoughts. Well, we also get video reactions from Nigerians on what they feel about the postponement, and after that, we'll bring you the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. Please stay with us.
About the postponed election, I'm indifferent about it. I had expectations, but then I am not surprised. There's no shock. I had expectation because you would normally expect that there will be improvement from the way the election was conducted in 2015, but it's somehow alarming that we've not made so much progress, especially in the area of logistics and distribution of election materials, that we are still here in 2019 talking about we've not distributed materials to many places a few hours before the election. And then what is more appalling is the fact that the INEC chairman sees no reason why he should he should apologize to Nigerians. Look at him during the briefing with stakeholders. He had all the opportunities to apologize, but he deflected each time. This has cost so many people so many things. I know a couple of people that are meant to get married next week Saturday. What are they going to do? They've paid vendors, they've mobilized. What are they going to do? It's not everybody that is not as coordinated or do not know what they are doing, like INEC. People put real plans into place that they actually activate. But then I hope that whenever the election holds, be it next week Saturday or any time, people will still go out to vote, and it will be a free, fair, and credible election. That is my hope for Nigeria. I hope that this election will take us to where we want to be, or put us on the path of growth that we want as a country.
This week's top videos begin with the debate between the youth wing of the two leading parties in Nigeria, the PDP and the APC. It is followed in fourth place by the stand taken by legal luminary Femi Falana on the suspension of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onohen.
You can't fight corruption without following due process. Therefore, I'm going to advise, honestly speaking, that the government should, as a matter of urgency, lift the suspension on the Chief Justice. And since the Chief Justice has so much on his own admitted that he did not declare his assets, he should do the needful by calling it quits.
You mean Justice Onogen should quit the bench?
Should be prepared to quit the bench after the suspension has been lifted. It should be advised.
The helicopter crash land, which the Vice President and his entourage survived, takes the third spot.
Nigerians will remember that you saw the cat and mouse game of the political parties. A party will fix its own period for its own primaries today. You wait, look at the timetable of the other one. They kept shifting that up to the last day.
In second is the explanation by resident electoral commissioner Mike Igini on why the electoral body postponed the 2019 elections.
Today, within this period we are talking about, we have had a total of 640 cases joining INEC and a total of 14 court orders, either asking INEC to add a name or remove a name.
While the remarks made by the APC chairman concerning the postponement of the 2019 general election comes in as the most viewed video in the past week.
Why didn't you inform us at least 48 hours before, when you notice that you have issues with the weather, you have issues with logistics, and at the airport people can see a lot of cargoes? You didn't know all of this until 2 a.m. this morning? For me, time is the issue. And I want to associate myself with the young lady who said, of course you can't but accept responsibility. It doesn't offer me any comfort. I think you must go further to apologize to the Nigerian nation, because you have embarrassed us as a country and as a people.
And there you go. Those were the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. However, Nigerians are now left with nothing but hope that INEC will do better to ensure that all will be in place to ensure that the elections are held in a free, fair, and credible manner on the new date. And that's the program this week. Thank you for watching, but let's keep it going via the social media addresses showing on your screen. I'm Victor Matthias. Bye for now.